Carnage. That's right, I am back here with my color commentator, the one, the only Everett Lee. And we are going to welcome you to another edition of Riot Pro Wrestling Presents Afterburn, your weekly recap of backstage segments with breakdowns of new matches shown every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, with us calling all the in-ring action. But I can tell you right now, it is so great to be back from assignment, and mixing it up with you. I haven't seen you in such a bit, but last time I called you, it seemed like you had some garbled service going on. I didn't know what was going on.
Garbled service? You know how those third-party carriers are. I ran out of minutes. I was kind of close to power lines.
What are you talking about? You could have just called 1-800-COLLECT.
Besides that, Chris, this week we're going to take a look at the new Dynasty's Cam Fox and Kai Price as they take on the Pyramid's Sean Scott and Chico Adams for the Riot Tag Team Championships.
Cam Fox and Kai Price of the new Dynasty made their presence known in Riot Pro Wrestling back at Riot Pro Wrestling's Spring Breakout event. Fox and Price aligned themselves with Bobby Fish after Bobby Fish was jumped from behind by none other than Sean Scott before the Riot Heavyweight Championship match between Bobby Fish and Chico Adams. Absolute insanity. Fox and Price challenged Sean Scott and Chico Adams for the Riot Tag Team Championships at Anarchy, with Chico Adams gladly accepting the challenge.
Chico Adams accepted that challenge there. Sean Scott, he was pretty much beat up, Chris, after the encounter with Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish just laying it in on Sean Scott, and Sean Scott was pretty wore out by that. And then, of course, you got Cam Fox and Kai Price, who I thought was a couple of fans jumping the barricade, and come to find out, they were there to help Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish planned this attack. He knew what was going to happen. And Kai Price and Cam Fox demanding a championship match, which is ridiculous. Our great general manager, Mr. Showtimes, gives out those matches. But since Chico Adams is the fighting champion he is, Chris, I'm glad he accepted, because this is just another day in the office.
Oh my goodness. When you look at the entire Pyramid and everything they've been doing, running roughshod all over Riot Pro Wrestling, to try and act like that they were jumping Bobby Fish and that Kai Price and Cam Fox came out and were just some random people jumping in. These are highly trained, professional wrestlers. Those men, you knew they were men. They were not kids. They jumped that barrier because they knew what they were doing. They knew what they wanted, and they attacked. And I don't blame them one bit, given everything that the Pyramid has done.
Pyramid's done a lot. And again, just another day in the office. So they want to step up to the plate and take on the Riot Tag Team Champions? Go ahead. Chico Adams, Sean Scott will defend those championships, and they will wipe the mat with the new Dynasty.
I mean, you can never count out Sean Scott and Chico Adams. They are champions for a reason. So, I mean, you can't run roughshod over them because of that. So at the end of the day, they are champions. But how they've been able to keep those championships, that's what I call the question.
I don't call it a question.
Of course you don't, Everett Lee.
I don't. It's skill. That's why they're Riot Tag Team Champions, and that's why they have held on to the titles for so long. That's why they're able to keep those championships and defend them against hooligans like the new Dynasty.
Well, I mean, no matter who you go against, you always got to make sure you get good prep in. So before Adams and Scott's match with the new Dynasty, our cameras were back in the back to capture Adams and Scott prepping before their matchup. Let's take a look.
Whoa. You do realize we have this big tag team championship event tonight, and we're in there with the new Dynasty. Kai Price, Cam Fox, these kids are legit. And yet, this is how you're gonna prepare for our big match.
You know what? What you need to do is not worry about me. I've been here. I've been putting in the work. You ain't been nowhere to be found. I've been left on my own to fend for myself. So I'm gonna do what I always do. Whatever the hell I want.
Well, you know, looking at it, when you see that interaction backstage, to me, it seems like there's still ongoing issues, not only between our tag team champions, but overall with the Pyramid. And, a lot of people might want to try to say Sean Scott's maybe not taken seriously, but maybe Chico's not taking it seriously. Maybe the Pyramid is not taking him seriously. I think this is just a recipe for disaster.
Recipe for disaster. Recipe for victory in this tag team title match. There's nothing going on with the Pyramid. Sean Scott, Chico Adams are perfectly fine. I've been stressing this for weeks and months here on Afterburn. There's nothing wrong. Sean Scott was collecting his thoughts and Chico Adams just wanting to go ahead and just jump in the ring there. I know he's excited to defend those tag team championships against the New Dynasty, but Sean Scott has a plan, and those plans worked out really well in this tag team championship match against the New Dynasty, Chris.
I mean, that's not hard to argue, but to be able to see what happened, we got to take a closer look. Take a look at the closing moments from this matchup.
Oh, look at that, Chris. Knee to the face there.
As you see Sean Scott tagging himself in.
He's going to show Chico Adams how it's done.
That's looking like he's trying to drive that leg right into the throat. Cam Fox. Chico now pulling Cam Fox.
Nope. He was about to slip there. He's trying to pull him up there so he can stay in position there as he takes a butt kicking. Chris.
Everett Lee, you're so ridiculous. As we see Sean Scott delivering the huge elbow to the back of Cam Fox, trying to keep the pressure on so he can't get the tag.
Work that back, work that upper section there, Chris, and here we go for that cover.
Just another 2 count, ref letting Sean Scott know. Chico wants that tag.
Ooh, look at the blows to the head to Fox from Scott there.
Yeah, vicious blows as Sean Scott tags in Chico Adams.
Great teamwork, great strategy by our Riot Tag Team Champions, Chris. And just great chemistry. Wrenching the head. Look at that, Chris.
Oh, my goodness.
Wrenching.
Chico Adams, just all the energy, all the intensity, giving it his all.
Yes. That's the sound of a fighting, hungry, heavyweight tag team champion here at Riot Pro Wrestling.
Oh! Driving Cam Fox into the mat. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Adam's not too happy with that. He wants this match to be over with. I think he's had enough. And look, there he goes. Tagging in Scott. Tags in and out, Chris. This is tag team wrestling. This is what you get here at Riot Pro Wrestling.
I mean, you can't argue with that, as they are definitely keeping the recipe correct. But Cam Fox trying to battle back, trying to get his team back in it. Oh, but Sean Scott with a huge headbutt.
That headbutt, one of his devastating moves in his arsenal there. Scott uses it, and that's why he is our one half of our Riot Tag Team Champions.
Again, hard to argue with to see Sean Scott rolling. Oh! Driving that hip right into the head of Cam Fox. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh. Sean Scott pulling up the shoulder of Cam Fox, saying this ain't over yet.
It's not over, Chris. He wants to teach the New Dynasty a lesson for what they did, and he certainly is going to take out Cam Fox here. I don't know what Sean Scott's going to do, and look out behind you, Scott.
Oh, that's why you can't pander to the crowd, as now there's an opening by Cam Fox. He comes in with the neck breaker.
Oh. Wow. The crowd, they did that to Scott. The crowd should be ashamed of that for distracted Scott. Scott had Fox where he wanted him.
What are you talking about, Everett Lee? Sean Scott distracted Sean Scott. He decided it was a good time to pander to the crowd and left himself open.
Well, the crowd should have not distracted Scott, and oh no, here we go.
Both teams getting the tag as we see Kai Price taking the lead on Chico Adams, delivering these huge strikes. Oh! And just working over our heavyweight champion, the tag team champion. Oh, a huge European uppercut. Chico trying to reverse. Oh, but Chico misses. Nobody home. Oh, and a huge dragon suplex.
They got the crowd behind him, Chris, though, but will that be enough?
Oh, and a huge shining wizard for Kai Price. Pin 1, 2. Oh, and Sean Scott breaking up the count.
Nope, that's not it. Oh!
Cam Fox coming in with the drop kick to Sean Scott. Now the new Dynasty in the ring with Chico Adams.
Oh no, this ain't looking good for Adams. I'm worried, Chris. What are we doing here?
Reverse atomic drop. Now they got Chico Adams up. What are they going for? Oh, it doesn't matter. Sean Scott pulls out the feet of Cam Fox. Oh, takes a shot from Kai Price with the roll up. Oh, they did it. Chico Adams and Sean Scott did it.
Yes, they did.
Look at that, Chris. That's why Chico Adams is such a great Riot heavyweight champion here at Riot Pro Wrestling. And Sean Scott is a great tag team champion, and both of them together, it's like peanut butter, jelly, paper, and glue. There you go right there. They retain the Riot Tag Team Championships, and it's all thanks to the teamwork that they pulled off.
You're sitting here acting like they're peanut butter and jelly when in reality they're pork rinds and cheesecake. Because at the end of the day, there was so many issues you saw between the two during the match. And in my opinion, they were lucky just to be in the right place at the right time to be able to pull off the victory. And as clearly seen there on video, Chico had the tights. You're telling me that's a clean way to win?
Had the tights. He had them rolled up there. He had to hold them up there so that he could not roll back out and reverse that maneuver there.
Oh, so you're just saying it was a leverage thing to use?
It was a leverage thing. That's right. Leverage. You need leverage when you have to pin your opponent.
Even though it's clearly against the rules to hold tights during the pin.
I didn't see no tights held. All I seen was a man holding a guy down for a 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then Cam Fox, Kai Price, I don't know. They both have the same hairstyle. They must have the same hairdresser. One of them tripped and fell, and Scott was trying to help him back up, and he got pinned, and there we go. We have our new retaining tag team champions, Sean Scott, Chico Adams.
I'm really going to have to talk to Upper Brass about that vision plan, because I don't think they've come through with it for you.
Vision plan? Actually, Chris, how do you like my new spectacles? You know, I can see clearly now, Chris.
I'm sure you can see clearly now that the rain is gone, but my goodness, absolute ridiculousness.
Is this what you're talking about? Because I could see the tights were not held by Chico Adams.
Oh my goodness. Either way, though, Chico Adams and Sean Scott end up winning the match. Our cameras were right there as Adams and Scott made their way back after their matchup. Let's take a look.
And still, tag team champions.
I'm gonna be honest, but I don't like it.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't like it. But, shut up. But, I mean, we did it, so, I mean.
Yeah, thanks to me.
You really gonna be a punk like that right now?
I mean, you helped
We
too.
just won this match, and you're gonna be a punk like that. I got your back, I'm standing here, right? Better than you've been to me the last few months, right? All right, world champ.
Thanks to us, we're just still the Riot Tag Team Champions now.
I'll take it. All right, let's go.
There you have it. Again, there's the proof there, Chris. Teamwork.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's still some type of conflict there that's going to find some type of resolution, I'm hoping, but like you said, Chico Adams, Sean Scott, still your Riot Tag Team champions.
And talking about champions, Chris, we have a great match this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific.
That's right.
This Friday, we're going to take a look at the center, Christian Mills, defending the Young Lions Championship against Aramis Rome. This is one you will not want to miss. coming at you at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, right here on Riot Pro Wrestling YouTube. And seeing action like that, Chris, you need to attend our next live event right here at Riot Pro Wrestling. Riot Pro Wrestling presents Day of Reckoning, Saturday, July 27th at the Volusia Mall, right next to the old Sears Outlet and Dunderbox, 1700 West International Speedway Boulevard in Daytona Beach, Florida. Tickets available at eventbrite.com. Doors open up at 3:45, showtime at 4 p.m. Ringside $20, second row $15, general admission $10. You will not want to miss this live event from Riot Pro Wrestling.
Oh man, I tell you what, there's going to be some fantastic event coming up. Just absolutely slam-tastic. Just like our next segment, Slam of the Day. You can check it out here from our Riot Bowl finals at Retribution.
Oh no. Oh! Razion has Tiberius set up. Oh! And blasts him with a printer.
Oh man, I tell you what, taking a printer to the face, never an easy task. Absolutely crazy shot that he took, just like the shot you guys need to take on social media. Hop on our Facebook at RiotPW or on our Instagram, X, and YouTube at RiotPW Official. Smash those like, follow, and subscribe buttons, and always hit the little bell for the notifications. That way you don't miss the latest and greatest from Riot Pro Wrestling.
Keeping you up to date right here on all our socials with Riot Pro Wrestling. Such great action.
Absolutely. How can you count it out? You can. It's absolutely amazing.
You can.
Just like Afterburn, which, sadly though, we are coming to the end of our episode, but we do thank you guys so much for joining us, and join us next time for more Riot Pro Wrestling.